3, 2, 1, engage.
Hello, Johnny from Eurogamer here, and today I'm going to talk a bit about Elite Dangerous Horizons. The beta for Elite Dangerous's paid expansion went live recently. My hope was the new stuff brought to the game would return me to that open-eyed sense of wonder I felt while playing Elite Dangerous for the first time, back when I was flying a Sidewinder and crashing into space stations while trying to land. So, did it make Elite Dangerous feel brand new again? Yes, actually, because I was suddenly awful at absolutely everything. Without any further ado, here's what I learned during my first hour or so with Horizons. Hopefully it'll give you a vague sense for the expansion, though for the love of God, please don't take this as a guide. I promise I wasn't drunk when I recorded this gameplay, though I might as well have been. It's worth noting that because I've been really excited for Horizons, I haven't actually been reading up on it or watching any of the live streams, hoping to save the surprise for myself. As it turns out, I probably should have done a bit more homework. So the first thing I learned in Horizons, after barreling straight for the nearest planet and trying to land by magic, is that you need new modules in order to actually get down to the surface. First off, you'll need a brand new set of thrusters to allow for Orbital Cruise, which is Super Cruise's low altitude cousin, and you also need to fit a hangar for your little exploration buggy. Make sure you buy both at the same time if you're planning on having a little drive around the planet, because I sure as hell didn't and had to double back on myself. Like I said, I'm not exactly at my best today. The second thing I learned is that, unsurprisingly, those modules weigh things. The hangar weighs in at around 6 tons and upwards, so you may need to find new ways to shave some mass off your ship. In my case, because I'm flying a Diamondback Explorer that's fairly well stuffed with components, I had to sell my shields in order to accommodate the hangar for this video. Not ideal. Happily, the next thing I learned is that Orbital Cruise is really cool. The new UI elements let you know when you've dropped into Orbital Cruise, when you're going to drop back out again, how far away the planet's surface is, whether the terrain is suitable for landing, all sorts. This section of gameplay is also just really nice to look at. Look at me gliding down to the surface there. Look at all those lovely textures. Or if you prefer, just look at me trying this the first time round and getting freaked out by my ship going into a glide and generally panicking at the controls. Majestic, no? Anyway, after landing my ship, I finally learned what it's like to explore the outside of it, disgusting Diamondback paint job and all. It's lovely, turns out. It's so lovely, in fact, it's about the only bit I enjoyed while driving the buggy, because the next thing I learned is that driving is really hard, even with drive assist. When I initially got into the buggy, it wouldn't go at all, because I hadn't sorted out the controls yet. I play Elite with a Thrustmaster HOTAS, and basically I think I fudged up the control system while trying to fit it to the buggy, because driving the short distance to the nearest planetary base was a nightmare. I actually started feeling sick after a little while, and it cost me 60% of my hull integrity to actually get there. I probably should have plugged in a 360 controller for this bit, but my pride got the better of me. When I eventually arrived, I couldn't work out how to put my turret gun away, so I sort of just drove around shooting at things for a while and racking up massive fines. Then I forgot how to leave the turret again, and then I tried to drive onto a landing pad before crashing into a wall and giving up. So that was my disastrous first hour with Elite Dangerous Horizons, and frankly, it was lovely. I realise I've made a complete arse of myself, but in a way that's oddly encouraging. Clearly there are new systems for me to get to grips with, and I think they show real promise for when I actually get round to not being terrible at them. Every new Elite commander goes through an introductory period during which they're perfectly inept, so for the same thing to be happening in the Horizons expansion, I'm actually taking it as a good sign. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, I've never... Oh, you're ruining this.
Good luck, Commander.